Oh, wait, wrong franchise. Seriously, though, this is probably the closest to an Indiana Jones and Star Wars crossover we're ever going to get. And by that, I mean, this definitely had an Indiana Jones feel. Yeah, this is another side quest episode. It doesn't really tie into the main story, at least for now. But that's fine, because this episode was still really fun. Wanda Sykes' character was introduced at the beginning of the season. She is a little bit more focused in this episode. She's a pirate, and she's telling all these stories that may or may not be true. Like, here's the time I went to this planet, and I found this artifact, and here's the time I fought so-and-so. And they're like, I don't know if she's actually telling the truth or not, but let's humor her. But now she's gotten word that there's this ancient artifact on the planet Scaranal, and she and the Bad Batch go to investigate. Now, I like to kind of do my research with this to see maybe this has appeared in other things, whether that be a comic or a novel or something, but I looked up this planet on Wikipedia, and there's very little about it. So I'm guessing this planet is either very, very obscure Star Wars lore, or it's something entirely new made up for the show. Which is nice. It is nice to expand the world building of Star Wars by introducing new planets. This episode, like I said, was really fun. I really liked seeing the Batch solve puzzles to try and get to this heart of the mountain. It kind of felt like an Uncharted level or things like that. The third act especially was probably the best part of this episode because it kind of turns into Mechagodzilla for a bit. I saw some other people kind of comparing it to one of those robot animals from the Horizon Zero Dawn games, which, yeah, that I can kind of see too. But the episode overall is a bit unsatisfying, though, because it does feel kind of inconsequential. Granted, I don't know the whole plan. I don't know how the show is going to go or what the future plans are for this, but so maybe the planet will come back in a future episode or show. The problem is, this episode doesn't really give me a lot of talk about because there were no major revelations, not really a lot of character development. It was just a fun episode of treasure hunting. Now, the pirate character, she may not be entertaining as Hondo. She's not like Hondo levels of entertaining, but I still kind of like her. That being said, hopefully next week we do get back to the main narrative, but even if we don't, even if the next episode is still more of a side quest, I'm still enjoying these little side quest episodes. Compared to some of the filler episodes of Clone Wars, especially the ones from Season 5, and even the filler episodes of the first two seasons of Rebels, these are a lot better, because these at least have good stories and pacing. Anyway, that's all for this week. See you back here next week to discuss the latest episode of Bad Batch. Let me know what your thoughts were of this episode, and I will see you next time.